Now let's watch this video of Steve Harvey and how he feels about Africa and react to it in the end.
But I was told by everybody, nobody shoots TV in Africa. It just won't work. They don't have the bandwidth. They don't have the capabilities. They don't have that Hollywood dust. And that's true. Nobody has the Hollywood dust like Hollywood. See, what you all got to understand, the majority of shows you see over here, these hit shows, they buy the format at the MIP conference, they bring it back to America, change the name of it, put that Hollywood dust on it, make it a hit, and then sell it back to them. Oh, these white folks, oh, they're incredible. It's the most amazing thing. Really, you have to just clap for their ass. They buy it from them, fix it, dust it off, sprinkle it, and sell it back to them, and they buy it. America Got Talent, man. All that voice, all that ain't from here. They bought that. But nobody does TV bigger than them. So they kept telling me they don't have it. Well, nobody does. But what they kept pushing was these African people, they can't make the set. They don't know enough about lighting. They don't have competent camera people. They are so 100% wrong. Them Africans got everything. They got everything. They got the bandwidth, they got the talent, they got the grips, they know how to light. Let me tell you something, man. If you look at the Family Feud Africa clips, the set is colder than the clips I walk out on every day. The Africa set is better. They hard workers, they get it, man. It's just nobody believed in them. Now you can go over there and you can make TV a lot more reasonable, but you're gonna have to come see me, because I've created a company that ain't gonna let your ass go over there without seeing me. So in case you think you finna go over there and pimp the game, not gonna happen. I'm just kidding. You can go over there, but it still ain't gonna happen. No, man, but it took a year to figure it out. And then the second year became noticeably better. But we took a show that they said you cannot do and turn it into the #1 show in both countries, South Africa and Ghana. We only shot it in 2 countries as a #1 show. But Africa is a place, do you all understand something? See, they keeping us away from each other. And COVID hit, and I was just about to do a deal with South African Air to bring African Americans, first of all, to Ghana, because you have to go see the slave castles. Every black person living should go to Ghana and see them slave castles so you can see what they did to us. You got to see what they did to us. You got to see how they built these dungeons underground and they put these churches on top and they dug holes in the ground to pump the music of what they call their Christianity into the holes while, man, they did, let me explain something to y'all. They walk them as far as they can first to make them lose weight. They put them in a room, then they cut a door, and after you've been in this room in 2 weeks, they walk you through this door. If you lose the right amount of weight, you fit through the door. If you don't fit through the door, you got to stay in this room right here. Then you're in this room for another week, they make you lose some more weight. Then you fit through another door. If you can't fit through the door, you ain't lost enough weight. You got to go through 4 doors like that before you go through the door of no return. And they steady sitting up there talking about Jesus. Jesus, me and my wife, we wouldn't even go in their church. Not going in this hell-bound church. You sitting up here talking about Jesus and you done this to us under this ground like this? Hey man, let me explain something to y'all. What was done to us is unthinkable. For us to be sitting here alive and thriving is a testament to the greatness of us as a people. We some bad people sitting in here. Cause I'm telling you right now, it would have cracked and broke anybody else. Nobody could have withstood what we withstood and still be standing. And they know it. That's why we got voter suppression. That's why they keep our prisons filled with our brothers and sisters, because they know it. That's why, see, I'm on something else now, but let me just tell you the truth. So here's the problem. That's why the tax system will never change. So if you live in a poor neighborhood, they can't pay as much taxes as the neighborhood in the suburbs. When they get the money into the state, they allocate the money for education and facilities back to the places who paid the most taxes. We ain't gonna ever pay the most taxes because they ain't gonna let the property values be worth a damn, and they're gonna keep us in a circle. And that's why they gotta keep us like that, because they know when we slip through the cracks on their ass, we too much. Forget everything you've ever heard. After you go to Africa, you got to go to Ghana first, then you need to go to Botswana, because you need to see what Botswana is the second richest diamond producer nation in the world. Them black people over there got something. And then you got to go to Johannesburg. That's what you got to do that jump right there. Once you see that, you'll understand who we are. Them Africans ain't stole nothing from us. They talk about Burna Boy stole this. No, we stole from Burna Boy. Them Africans is us, man. They the beat, they the rhythm, they the soul, they the hard work. We get our courage from them. When you see them people, they look just like your family. I was walking down Johannesburg, I thought I was in Detroit.
What up,
They walk like us. They look like us. They got moves like us. It's just, you gotta see it. And we gotta, my goal is to help bridge this gap, because we got to touch base with them, because they love y'all, man. You don't even know. They think y'all to catch me out. They think y'all to lick. You know why? Because they know what you went through. They know where them slave ship picked you up at. They know they brought you to a land. They know what they did to you. And y'all still over here shining. If we take this shine back over there and give them the love and teach them that dust, we'd have a powerful union, man. That has to happen.
Yes, Steve Harvey is one of the America's media personalities that are admirable across the globe. This is because of the way he always boldly talks about different issues that are touching the lives of people across the globe, not only Americans, but he always also concentrates in Africa. For instance, in this video, Steve Harvey is trying to lecture the Black Americans on their connection with the blacks. He tells them that they should visit different places in Africa, for instance, Ghana or Botswana, even Johannesburg. And I can also add Nairobi, Kenya. Why is he telling the Black Americans to visit these places? Because he wants them to get that connection between the African Americans and Africa, and the roots they came from. He always reminds them that Africa is where they belong, and Africa has the resources that the world should depend on. Now, Steve Harvey also says that we suffered in the hands of the whites. The West really molested Africans and almost left them poor. They took away the resources. If you go to Ghana, he tries to commemorate or bring the image that the slaves went through and the torturing moments that Africans were subjected to. He is not happy about it, and he urges Africans to see value in themselves. In different industries, the whites have tried to dominate, but so far, with the emergence of the social media and media platforms, we see that Africans are also growing at a faster rate, and through the media, Africans have been made to understand how they have walked across and the journey we've been through. what really have we faced, and how the West have treated us for a while. We are not lesser beings, as he is putting it. We should know what it takes to be an African. We should know that we got the strength, we got the resources, and we got everything to move in a different level. He gives an example, for instance, of this notion that Africa doesn't have a good bandwidth, or Africa doesn't have good media equipments. But he says that that's wrong, or that's a wrong notion, because Africa now has awoken and it has everything to be in the front line in championing for its development. Africa should not be where it is now. Africa should move a level higher than even other continents, because if you look keenly, we have, even though the whites tried to control these resources we have, and they've always managed to take most of the resources, but there is still more we can bank on. There is still a lot to be proud of as Africa, because if you go, for instance, in Ghana, that he quotes, coal mining is one of the greatest businesses in that country. And even in Congo, gold in Congo is enormous, and everyone wants to go to Congo. But the problem is that the West doesn't want peace in Congo. You saw recently a clip, or how there was a failed coup in Congo, whereby the CIA tried to overturn the presidency of Tshisekedi, and this was a way of continuing to destabilize the country so that they don't see the light of the day. But through these platforms that have been formed, for instance, YouTube has given us a platform to tell people what is happening on the ground. Africa is the best continent, and Africa must rise beyond every or any kind of oppression. Now, let's see your comment on this topic, because as I always say, Africa has its potential, and Africa must rise beyond where it is now. Comment, hit our comment section, and for us to have a continued engagement, I request you to subscribe to our channel and also like and share this video. Thank you, and may God bless you.